Winter Madness is also hitting swags in the neighborhood. All year, we've been dropping designer clothing, and as we count down to 2020, you're getting second chances, and we're debuting new brands to rock on your My Player. But you can get exclusive real-world kicks for yourself through My Player Nation. On December 26th, set your alarm for 7 a.m. Pacific time to take on the Nike Gamer Exclusive Challenge. Think you can outscore Kobe's Christmas Day high of 42 points? Pull that off in a My Player Nation game and win to unlock a digital.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, good to have you with us. Tonight, the Philadelphia 76ers
check out the fashion style of the Bucks as they enter the building. Bring out the red carpet and the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. Ah, that's beautiful. A view of the stunning and historic City Hall. Welcome everyone to our broadcast here in Philadelphia. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Well, almost all of the Greek Freak's points come in the paint. Giannis said, I can already do a lot of damage, basically without a jump shot. Just driving, making plays, and free throws. When that jump shot comes, it's going to be a problem for a lot of players in this league. Kevin?
You're right, D.A. It'll be scary. Thanks. And coming down the back stretch, good time to check out the new power rankings. You take a look at the Bucks. They're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
And right now for Philadelphia, they believed they were the best team entering the year. Others believed it too, and we've seen nothing to dissuade that assumption.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Matthews and Middleton the 2 wings. And it's Bledsoe in at the 1. And for Philadelphia, the talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Simmons is out there with Harris. And tonight, 2 experienced teams, Chris. We're going to see what's something you learned as a veteran that you wish you had known as you were just entering the NBA.
It's one thing that you could not have learned, and that's pacing. How to pace yourself during the game. As a rookie, you're playing, coming from college, and the game is so slow in college. And when you come to the NBA, you figure, wait a minute, this 24-second shot clock, that's not much. But you realize after about 4 times up and down the court, wait a minute, how do I figure this out? How do I switch gears? How do I lock in and play defense and then run my butt off to the other end as fast as I can to get an easy layup? And a lot of those things is not about being in shape, but the mentality and understanding how to take advantage of the next play.
Yeah, I like that. With the shot, it's not going to go for him. And Milwaukee went the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
You got to be locked in on the road. I mean, when there's no cohesiveness on defense, you're in danger.
And Greg, after this season, Antetokounmpo will be eligible to sign a Supermax extension. The Bucks want him to stay happy.
The loss of Malcolm Brogdon last summer definitely stung. Trying to control costs, but you don't want to take a step back with Giannis's decision looming.
Now here's Middleton. He had 35 points last game out. For 3, Bledsoe. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, and that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
They played with energy and communicated well. It made things difficult out there.
So it's the Bucks now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Middleton for 3. Simmons pulls it in.
They've missed 3 of their first 4 shots, having a little trouble finding their legs.
Harris, good.
Such an efficient scorer. You know, if you give Harris these opportunities, he'll punish you from there.
Milwaukee is gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Middleton. And no good that time. And it's Philadelphia the other way. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks. That one in Milwaukee.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Well, Greg, they just weren't ready for that game. It looked like they just weren't prepared. The final score tells you the story.
Bledsoe for three. And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. One of the standout performers recently, we have a chance now to recognize the Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
You know, it just looking back at things, I'd be hard-pressed to find a more complete stretch of games by anyone in the league. He was getting it done and stuffing the stat sheet night in and night out on both ends of the floor. Truly a dominant run.
Here's Giannis. Good work defensively by Horford.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion and protect the rim right there.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Number 35. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And coming into this season, questions about whether the Sixers could retain their star players. Well, Greg, they shuffled the decks, but they still have great talent.
Swapping in Al Horford for Jimmy Butler, Josh Richardson for J.J. Redick. The Sixers still in the mix to come out of the East.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Celtics in Boston.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Matthews from the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
And he is not shy about pulling the trigger from down. Matthews has the eye and the confidence from three-point range that you just love to see.
Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. And the wide-open shot from Bledsoe. Off target from outside.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking shots out there.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Loads it up for Giannis. And stolen by Simmons. And now Philadelphia on the break. Another now shooting more from the floor.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
Passes it to Harris. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Good work there as it goes. 6 points for him.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The kick out to Lopez. Middleton the pass to Lopez. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count him.
No good from Simmons.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
They get it back. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Bledsoe against Simmons. Pulls up. No good from Bledsoe.
If he'd been even halfway decent today, the score would be a lot different, but you can't get anything to fall.
A lot of different styles of basketball, and, we're talking about Coach of the Year here. What style of coach did you prefer to play for?
Well, I just wanted a coach that was honest, that held everyone accountable, and allowed us to get out and run. You want a coach that believes in the talent that he has and doesn't hamper anyone's skill set, doesn't hold anyone back based upon their offensive philosophy. The game is changing, so hopefully you have a coach that is flexible. Hopefully you have a coach that is forward-thinking, and you have a coach that says, let it fly. That might be the most important skill set of a coach, in my opinion. One that says, hey, you got an open shot, you better take it. Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Middleton outside. Pass to Giannis. Poke loop. And now Philadelphia on the break. Simmons is running.
You better stay with Simmons, especially on the break. He's dangerous. He leaks out, and he's going to cash in.
And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 9 points. To the paint. Here's Middleton, and he goes in for the dunk.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication. He's got to be disappointed with his performance, but it'll be easier to swallow if they keep the lead.
Bledsoe outside. And Embiid with the block.
Stalwart on the defensive end. Embiid is superb at making his presence felt with blocks like that.
And it's in there. Here's Giannis, averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. And Middleton kicks to Matthews. Lopez outside. Giannis up top. Lock at 6. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Mike Scott comes in for Al Horford. Mark Moss, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Richardson in for Simmons. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Grant comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Now, here's Scott. Richardson outside. And Grant sends it back. They retain possession. And here's the fast break. Giannis leading the way. And that one's good from Connaughton.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. The 76ers leading by 4. Fires for 3. Hill pulls it in.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Releases. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Connaughton. 5 points in the game. Lopez outside. Richardson against Grant. Over Richardson. No good from Grant. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. For 3. And no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. And you see Jeremy Grant on this team. He means so much more than just his stats.
He's a fantastic glue guy, and his teammates talk about how unselfish he is on the floor. Great team player and an even better chemistry guy off the court.
Giannis outside. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive end. And he's not slowing down. He's still calling for it.
Now, here's Grant. 9 points last game out. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
And that was the correct play to make. George Hill, a very discerning playmaker.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Good shot selection, largely dependent on getting open. Which players do the best job of moving, you think, right now without the ball?
Period. Klay Thompson, 60 points, 11 dribbles. Did you hear me?
I got
60
it.
points,
Shocking.
11 dribbles.
It almost looks like a mystery,
sick.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Connaughton. He's got 5. He'll find Giannis. The kick out to Hill. 6 to shoot. And it's off the back rim. No good. The 76ers leading by 7. From deep. And again for 3.
And with every three-pointer made now, he comes closer to that top spot.
And you know he wants it. He's been drilling threes all season and is well within striking distance.
Well, Curry's high mark of 402 is so far ahead of the rest of the field, but he's got a good chance to come close to it the way he's been shooting.
And the 76ers call time here. And the Bucks making a change here. Brown's checked in. Now let's take a moment to check out our race for Rookie of the Year. Here are some of the top young talents in the game who will be recognized as the best of the best all season long. He has proven again and again that he is the cream of the crop. He's in the top spot right now, and the hardware could be his.
And there's no more deserving candidate. Any other outcome than him lifting that Rookie of the Year trophy, and I'd be shocked.
Yeah, at this point, he's separated himself from the pack. I don't know what more he could have done this year. It's been one amazing performance after another.
Here's Hill. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Grant surveying the D. Here's Lopez. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
The 76ers leading by 8. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
The 76ers have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Connaughton passes to Lopez. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
From deep, traps in the tray. 27 points for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Right side Hill. Grant gets a wide open look. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this.
And
Well, there are a lot of letters that go into the spelling of Giannis Antetokounmpo's last name. He helped set the record straight of how you pronounce it.
The Nigerian way, you gotta say it with a D. So it's Adet.
Seems easy enough, right?
I guess so. I think a lot of people are going to stick with Giannis or the Greek Freak.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, it's a gambling style that pays off, GA, keeping things in disarray for that offense.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. We've got Robin Lopez. Brown out there with Jeremy Grant. Then it's George Hill, and it's Connaughton in at the two-guard.
And, guys, I love George Hill's game. He's a smart defender who can score the ball, pass. He's a winner.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now, here is Hill. There's the triple. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Rebound, Milwaukee. Here's Brown. And then Brown with the dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that. And I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
We talk about killer instinct all the time. He definitely has it. He's keeping his foot on the pedal here.
Trains the three-pointer. Brown's got 5 now.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Fires from deep. The three-pointer is right on target. And the 76ers lead by 11.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Pass to Grant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Chris, are there specific types of plays where you feel the whistle gets blown maybe a little too often and a little too early?
Well, sometimes for a guard, when he's defending a guard and the pick and roll comes and he fights through that pick, and as a guard, offensive player, I can stop and let you bump into me and shoot the ball. I think
for Milwaukee, Antetokounmpo comes in for Jeremy Grant, and Wesley Matthews subbed in for Brown. The 76ers have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. Timeout called the 76ers.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes, Greg, it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
And checking out some numbers here for Harris. He's one of the standouts over the last month. He's right around 9 points a night, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every symphony needs a conductor. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality made for stardom.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Bledsoe. That shot off. Simmons with the defensive effort.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
Lopez, he's checked in for Brook Lopez. Bledsoe against Simmons. 17-foot shot on the way. No good from Bledsoe. And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe left side. And Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And Simmons kicks to Harris. Fires it up. Good D by Matthews. Bucks trail by 10. There's the lob into Kumbo. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Sinks the triple. Harris has got 9.
He's improving from distance. Now, that's one of the things Harris has worked on, and the work has paid off.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Philadelphia leading by 10. Matthews with the steal. Bledsoe outside. Off target from three-point range. For Philadelphia, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter. A nice, efficient 50%. Harris, bounce pass. No good with the triple. Bucks trail by 10. Here's Middleton. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Philadelphia has gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pass to Matthews. Bucks passing it around. Giannis dishes to Lopez. And it's sent back by Horford.
Oh, he's a solid shot blocker now. It's thanks to his timing and great anticipation skill. It's not easy scoring on Horford.
And he needs to get back to what he was doing in that first quarter when he was in attack mode, drawing fouls and getting to the line.
And the first one at the line is good. Some changes for Philadelphia. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Embiid. Mike Scott comes in for Al Horford. And it's Korkmaz in for Harris. The Bucks also changing it up. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. Lopez outside. It's back to Hill. Knocked loose. Now the 76ers on the break. Finished off the break. He has 38 in the game.
It's been a clinical performance. He's played a huge role and has them in position to grab the W.
It's Hill on the wing. Here's Connaughton. He has 5. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The shoe culture is becoming a bigger part of the game. Signature shoes, custom shoes, collections. P.J. Tucker with over 4,000 pairs of shoes. C. Webb, are you a collector?
I love it, and it's all because of the Jordan phenomenon, what Michael Jordan did for the game, not just with the shoe, but what he did for the game and making it be so cool in the culture. I got to give my boys in Michigan, I got to give us a little credit, too, with what we did there. But the shoe game has definitely become something that's just crazy out of control. I love it, but no, yeah, I'm a little bit of a collector.
So he comes up empty, missing both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Offensive rebound. Bucks trail by 16. And so on to Kumbo looking over it. Hill has the open look. They get it again. And that one drops.
Well, Lopez is terrific on the offensive glass. I love seeing him use his long arms to haul in the boards.
O'Quinn, the pass to Korkmaz. Jacks up a 3. That one doesn't drop. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Another steal. And now the 76ers on the break. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Hill.
At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Bucks trail by 16. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Passes to Giannis. Here's Connaughton. 4 on the shot clock. Right block shot connects. The jumper drops. Connaughton's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Philadelphia leading by 14. Hits the three-point bomb.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
A triple-double machine. I mean, Ben Simmons surpassed by only the great Oscar Robertson with the pace he's piling up.
And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. He kicks it to Lopez. Another steal. He's got a clear path. Lays it in off the breakaway. 43 points in the game.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
From deep, Giannis. And so it's Philadelphia taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks. We're overshifting, and then we're not committing to shooters. Just not a very good defensive effort so far.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after this break. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The 76ers leading by 19 points. The talented combo up front, Horford and Embiid. Tobias Harris is out there with Ben Simmons. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long 3.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Matthews. Here's Simmons. The pass to Embiid. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. It's good. And the 76ers lead by 19.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Outside, out of the Kumbo. And Lopez has it in the corner. Lets the 3 fly. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game. Got that bucket in no time at all.
This is what you love to see. Simmons so superb at sharing the ball and getting his guys involved.
Bledsoe against Simmons. Trying to break that ice-cold streak and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
That free throw good from Bledsoe. And he makes the first, but misses the second. The 76ers leading by 21. Simmons, sweet little floater. Simmons got 10.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
And the Bucks, they're shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. And Matthews kicks to Middleton. Back to Matthews. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And that's 10 points for Wesley Matthews.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Connects again from distance.
Nails it and is now even for the record.
Hard to believe, isn't it? His next shot from range will move him into the top spot all time for threes in a season.
And to think a few years ago, hitting 300 threes was impossible. Then Curry hits 402 in 2016, and just years later, the 402 plateau has been reached again. You just can't make this stuff up. Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
More rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Bledsoe. Lopez outside. That three off the mark. The 76ers leading by 23. Here's Simmons. Oh, what a beautiful play.
Did you see that? Great. How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
Giannis passes to Lopez. At the elbow, it's Matthews. And he uses the glass on the layup. Matthews has got 7 points here in this quarter.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during the season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. Players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. Some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. That's good from Harris.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and, boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
And so he makes both from the line. And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career. Has improved every offseason and is a great rebounder and scorer.
And that one, good.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And Middleton with the block. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Some solid defense from Harris. And it's Harris with the ball for Philadelphia. The 76ers with another miss.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
The 76ers leading by 23. Down low. Rebound by Brook Lopez. Lopez has got 7 rebounds in the game. Embiid against Brown, inside. The 11-footer. It's hauled in by the 76ers. From deep three-point range, the 76ers again can't hit it. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm.
Really no idea.
Free throw off from Richardson. Well, maybe not the most well-known player in the league, but Josh Richardson has been a big source of offense, and Greggy's done it for a while now.
A bit of a specialist, but Richardson has no problem putting up and making threes.
Bounce pass, Lopez. 6 to shoot. And Giannis hits it to go on the assist by Lopez. Giannis has got 10 points in just the second half. Pass to O'Quinn. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. While we have a break in the action, now let's check out the league's best shooting team. The 76ers, number 1.
Are just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Bucks trail by 21. To the paint. Here's Giannis. That shot misses. Nice D from Scott. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, Greg, and it's more than just being in the right place at the right time. I mean, he's been active and aggressive.
Pass to Matthews. And there's the feed to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
I like how hard Lopez goes. He's a hustler and likes getting chances to finish with power.
Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in. And the 76ers lead by 21.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
So active, so energetic, helping to lead the charge for this team.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Good, another from 3.
And who thought it couldn't be done? That 3 moving him into history.
You could feel it as soon as it left his hand. He is the king of the 3 and now stands alone at the top of the list.
And back in 2016, Curry had a year that I didn't think anyone could match until now. 402, no longer the high mark for threes in a season. The era of the long ball is truly upon us.
Sent back by Lopez.
And Lopez is out there to set the tone defensively. I mean, he's a wily, strong defender who sends shots back with authority.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Bangs home the trifecta.
Oh, my word. This is a shooting exhibition, a 3-point barrage for him.
Giannis with it. And he has 28 points for the game. They get a hand on it. And the layup is good.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
Here's Lopez. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great job of getting the look before the horn sounded and gaining some momentum.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. 76ers lead by 21. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the 4th quarter. Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wings. Robin Lopez out there with Antetokounmpo. And it's Hill in at the point. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Shooting for Philadelphia, number 35.
The first free throw is good. A negotiating concession the league wants from the Players Union. Prospect attendance, Chris, at the draft combine and team-wide access to player physicals.
Well, this is a tough one because I don't think that a team that is not interested in you should have your physical. And we all know that information is shared, and so it should be genuine in the teams that are truly interested. And so I understand agents holding back on that. Medical information is something very serious that just because you have an opportunity to be drafted, your information shouldn't be spread all across the world just because you're at a combine. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out, but basically you just want a level playing field for everyone. And if we have that, it'll be better for everyone.
Middleton can't get it to go.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Al Horford's checked in for Philadelphia. The Bucks also with the sub. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Hill kicks to Middleton. It's back to Hill. In the corner, Middleton with it. A three-pointer off the mark.
Knowing the kind of competitor he is, I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
Basket good.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Lopez outside. Giannis against Horford. The shot by Middleton, wide open. No good, unable to end this run.
Not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just won in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
Here's Richardson. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, and it's inexcusable. But all too common. Basketball one-on-one. When the shot goes up, put a body on someone.
Here's Philadelphia. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. Middleton finds Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. That's now 32 points for Giannis.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
The rebound by the Bucks. Lopez.
And he's put on a show from long range. And, boy, he has done this all season.
And the fans, Greg, letting him know how much they appreciate his amazing touch.
Well, look, he has so much space out there to work his magic. And this year, he's been the consummate magician. No one can figure out his trick.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Hits it again. Wow! 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Shoots it. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
With the second half he's having, I mean, his field goal percentage is way up there.
Launches a three. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis is... Here's Matthews. And it's Matthews with the jam.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Gets the bucket and the foul. Antetokounmpo. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Ben Simmons, he's checked in for the 76ers. Here's Matthews. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Chris, it seems like some teams have been in rebuild mode for a long time. Is there a point at which the league should step in and maybe, I don't know, take over or give them guidance?
You know, I really do. And not because it's necessarily the fault of the team, because, it's tough to win a championship. but to be a perennial bottom dweller, basement dweller, it's not good for the fans. And fans like myself, every year comes the first game, we think, hey, we could win a championship, we could do it. But, you know, our thought process is not based in knowledge. It's just based in our hope and will for the team. So you definitely want to keep teams straight. You want to keep them honest. And I think the league could find a way to step in but not step on the toes of ownership.
Yep, that one goes.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Now Matthews. The kick out to Brown. Shoots the 3. Good on the three-point shot.
And they found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers.
And last season, the Sixers unveiling a Dr. J statue on their Legends Walk outside the team training facility.
Oh, yeah, his second statue in Philly. I mean, the other one is down by the stadium. At that Legend Walk, you know who he joins? Wilt Chamberlain, Mo Cheeks, Bobby Jones, Billy Cunningham, Hal Greer. That's some good company to be in. Some great history for the Sixers.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Bolden. Horford comes in for Ennis. Harris is checked in for Murray. And Simmons subbed in for Trey Burke. Nailed from three-point land.
And they're going to have to pay closer attention to him beyond the arc. I mean, he's got 2 threes in this half, a total of 3 overall. He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Harris against Matthews. Wants to get it to Grant and does. And it's sent back by Horford. Now the 76ers on the break. Simmons dishes to Harris. Here's the 3. The shot that time not on target. Bucks have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Matthews against Horford. From 10 feet out. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Bucks. Out left to the wing, to the middle. Nice pass, led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Look, and when someone's open, Lopez will find using his height to see over the defense.
Here's Horford, and that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Toughness and energy on the boards, an easy putback to show forward.
Outside Matthews. Hey, Chris, for some guys, playing in their hometown is a dream, but there's also that added pressure, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, at least when you play away from home, it's a little more quiet. You don't have to get as many tickets for the game. I got a chance to play home in Detroit. It was one of the best moments of my life. And I thought to myself, this is a wonderful feeling, but could I have handled it for 15 years in my career? I don't know. That's 30 tickets a game. Oh, I probably would have to go back into the NBA again just to pay for those tickets. But I tell you what, it's fun. And for me, a mama's boy, eating your mama's cooking before a game, it is ever, I've never had a better feeling before a game than eating her food than being able to go out and play.
I bet. And the Bucks with some changes. Wilson, he's checked in for Grant. And it's Corver in for Matthews. That free throw good from Brown. Philadelphia leading by 23. Fires the 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Brown's got 4 rebounds in this game. Rejected by Harris.
Oh, he's known for his offense more than defense. Harris plays with the high motor, and he likes to make plays.
Grant, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton comes in for Kyle Korver. Grant kicks to Middleton. Passes it to Lopez. Here's Brown. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That free throw good from Brown. And along with the association, we've seen the growth of the G League, the WNBA, the 2K League. Chris, which of those have you followed the most?
Well, first let me say I should have been drafted by the 2K League because I'm really nice. Matter of fact, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I will beat you in the game, and I'm talking on right now. But secondly,
I know you will.
I love the WNBA, from Lisa Leslie to Cheryl Swoops to my girl Candace Parker. Are you kidding me? The skill set of these ladies, oh, they have game. And I can't say I follow one the most because even the G League and their all-star game I follow. Right now it's a great time for hoops, and all three of these leagues I'm in.
Yeah, easy call.
The free throw drops for Bledsoe. Matthews, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And Eric Bledsoe drops them both. Chris, what's your definition of most valuable player?
LeBron, Michael Jordan. Okay, let me. Okay, the best player in the league. That's my definition. Who makes players better? Who brings the fans into the game? There's only one type of player that's an MVP, and there's only about 6 guys any year that can be MVP. But if you're talking about guys that help you, let's say, are the best on the contract or getting the most bang for their buck, you got to look at guys like a Siakam. You know, he's just making over $2 million this season, still playing on that rookie contract, and those are the guys that are on their way up. So you can always find young talent playing for maybe less than what they should be getting at that time, but the most valuable player continues to be the top 6 players in the league, period.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the...
8 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And here's Richardson. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never.
So tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Jay, tonight, Steph Curry's single-season record for three-pointers is gone because you have it. Did you think at the beginning of the year that was possible?
Hey, DA, if I said yes, I would be lying. With the way the game has changed, the last decade or so, there are so many more opportunities to hit threes. And my coach and teammates have always encouraged me to, to take as many as I can. I couldn't do it without their support.
Well, you've had the green light with good reason all season. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you, David.
Hey,
Great
Jay,
interview.
your agent's here. He says he's got something for you.
Give me a second. You take care of the fans.
Sure, no problem.
Cool. Gotcha. Oh, gotcha. What's your name? Gotcha. Have a good one.
About this league, it's constantly changing. So just look at all of those so-called unicorn picks. Guys like Durant, and Porzingis, and Zion, and Simmons, and Embiid, and Luka. Giants who can play like point guards, big men who can rain threes.
Shoot the rock, big fella.
Yeah, so don't be so sure you know what's going to happen in the future. Everyone thought you had to have a Curry a few years ago. Now, you got to have a big guy who can shoot, or maybe not. The league is unprepared.